Well, also tonight on 7 ABC, Peyton Lutner speaks for the first time after her one-time friends stabbed her 19 times in the name of Slender Man.
Yeah, the special 2-hour 2020 features new interviews with Peyton's parents, detectives who interviewed the attackers, and the assistant district attorney who prosecuted the case.
It is a scene you rarely see. In fact, I don't know the last time I have seen two 12-year-old girls in separate interrogation rooms about to describe in excruciating detail what it is that played out in the woods.
Morgan seemed like she was very calm, very relaxed. I mean, she's at a police department and she's covered in blood, and this is like a normal day for her.
So why did you pick Peyton?
I didn't pick her.
Who picked her?
Whoever Anissa was talking about. She made it seem necessary.
My thought was, why would she do this?
There's this website full of like horror stories, and there's one of them called Slender Man.
Who the heck is Slender Man?
What were you trying to do with her when you stabbed her?
Kill her. I might as well just say it. We were trying to kill her.
You knew Morgan well. When you watched those interrogations, was that the Morgan you knew?
No, definitely not. She was the Morgan I was starting to see coming out, but if I think back to earlier in their friendship, definitely not.
Was it hard for you to wrap your head around what had been done to you?
Well, investigators believe mental illness was an underlying factor in that attack. One of the offenders is serving her time in a mental health institution as she battles schizophrenia.
In fact, new figures suggest as many as 1 in 5 young people suffer from a mental health crisis.
New tonight, 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ala Arabi takes a hard look at what needs to change and what resources are in our own backyard.
Back in 2013, this children's psychiatric facility in West Seneca, serving children ages 4 through 18, was on the verge of shutting down. The children undergoing treatment here would have been moved to the Buffalo Psychiatric Center, an adult facility.
Kids don't belong with adults, and there's always been a good percentage of those kids that are there at children's that had been, in fact, traumatized by adults.
David Chuddy was the co-chair of the group to save the Western New York Children's Psychiatric Center. He says the group fought for 5 years to show why the center was needed. And it wasn't until April of last year that Governor Andrew Cuomo announced it would stay open permanently, much to Chuddy's relief.
Every kid who was at that facility that I got to know, and every parent, family members, spoke of that environment as being a key to healing.
The Children's Psychiatric Center serves 8 counties. Chuddy says the children he met are very brave. When it came to advocating for the center to stay open, they were willing to go on camera and talk about what they were going through.
Literally, to hear a kid say, I'd be dead, if it wasn't for the Children's Psych Center. So you can see the healing that place can do. And here it is, 5 years later, and when I think about it, I still get a little emotional.
Chuddy adds that there's definitely a need for this facility and that there's often a waiting list for the center. We
need to continue to get the message out to people, but there is a stigma with it, so it should be part of every class, even from the very young grades. If you're upset or you're feeling bad thoughts, there's somebody you can talk to.
All to help children heal and return to a normal life. In West Seneca, Ala Arabi, 7 Eyewitness News.